Have you ever had one of those moments when you just can't resist the craving for a burger and fries from McDonald's? We've all been there, stopping by for a quick bite, but have you ever wondered what goes into making your favorite McDonald's meal? Well, today, we're going to dive into the behind-the-scenes magic of McDonald's, and trust me, you are going to see it in a whole new light after this. From the moment the ingredients are sourced to when the food lands in your hands, there's a lot more happening than you might think. So, let's take a closer look at the process and discover the secrets behind those mouth-watering burgers and crispy fries that we all know and love. Let's start with something we all know well, the buns. I'm sure you've had one of those perfectly soft, golden buns in your burger. Ever wondered how they get them so just right? McDonald's works with some great suppliers to make sure their buns are perfect every single time. The dough starts off simple enough, but there's a lot of precision involved. First, they mix the dough, then they let it proof, basically letting it rise to get that airy, soft texture. But here's the thing, they don't just let it rise on Sia, they do it twice. After the dough has risen, they form it into little dough balls, dust them with flour to keep them from sticking, and then they're placed into molds. Once the buns have been molded, they're proofed again, allowing them to rise for a second time. After that, it's time for baking. These buns are baked at just the right temperature to get that beautiful, golden brown finish that we all crave. The best part? They're not filled with artificial flavors or preservatives, which means they're clean and wholesome, just the way we like it. Now, let's move on to the real star of the show, the beef patty. McDonald's is very serious about the quality of their beef. The beef is sourced from trusted suppliers, and it's ground multiple times to make sure it has a smooth, uniform texture. It's then seasoned with a perfect balance of salt and pepper to enhance the natural flavors. Each patty is carefully shaped into the perfect round form, and they're sealed up and packed to stay fresh until they're ready to be cooked. When it's time to cook them, they're grilled to perfection, juicy, tender, and absolutely delicious. But no burger is complete without the toppings, right? Let's talk about pickles. McDonald's pickles are carefully prepared too. Once they're harvested, they're washed thoroughly and sliced into those perfect, crisp rounds that go on top of your burger. They're then placed in a brine solution that preserves that refreshing, tangy crunch we all love. That pickle flavor is the perfect balance to the rich beef and soft bun, giving the burger that extra zing. And, of course, we can't forget about the sauces. One of the things that makes McDonald's burgers so satisfying is the perfect sauce combo. First up, ketchup. It's made with top-quality tomatoes, which are cleaned and peeled before being turned into a smooth paste. This paste is cooked at a precise temperature to ensure it's free of any bacteria. Then it's flavored with just the right mix of spices to get that familiar tangy sweet taste. The ketchup is then bottled and sealed up to make sure it stays fresh and delicious. Then, there's mustard. Whether you're a fan or not, mustard is essential to many McDonald's burgers. It's made by mixing high-quality mustard seeds with vinegar and spices, creating that sharp, tangy flavor that complements the richness of the beef. When you add a little mustard to your burger, it's like the whole thing just comes together perfectly. Now, let's talk about lettuce. The lettuce McDonald's uses is always fresh and crispy. After it's harvested, it's washed thoroughly to remove any dirt or chemicals, then chopped up into perfectly sized pieces. It's then dried to make sure it stays crisp and doesn't get soggy on your burger. That fresh crunch of lettuce is the perfect finishing touch to every McDonald's meal. And we can't forget the fries. McDonald's fries are probably the most iconic fast food fries in the world, and for good reason. The potatoes used for the fries are carefully chosen to make sure they're the perfect type. After they're sliced into those thin strips, they're washed to remove excess starch, which helps them crisp up nicely when they're fried. Then, they're deep-fried to golden perfection, crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. After they're cooked, they're sprinkled with just the right amount of salt, making them the perfect side dish to any burger. Let's move on to drinks, because no meal is complete without a cold beverage, right? McDonald's takes care to prepare the perfect soda every time. The soda is mixed just right with syrup, flavoring, and carbonation to ensure it's the right balance of sweet and fizzy. The machines fill up each cup precisely so every sip is as refreshing as the last. Whether you're having a Coke, Sprite, or something else, you know it's going to be spot on. And let's not forget the sweet treats of those famous apple pies, milkshakes, and McFlurries. These desserts are made with just as much attention to detail as the main dishes. The apple pies are crispy and golden, with that warm, gooey apple filling. The milkshakes are thick and creamy, made with ice cream that's churned just right for that smooth texture. And the McFlurries? Don't even get me started. Those are made with creamy ice cream and your favorite mix-ins like M&M's or Oreo cookies. Finally, we can't forget about breakfast. McDonald's breakfast sausages are carefully prepared, too. They're made from high-quality meat, blended with spices, and cooked to perfection. Whether you're having a McMuffin or a breakfast burrito, those sausages are savory and flavorful, the perfect addition to your morning meal. So, there you have it, from the carefully crafted buns to the perfectly seasoned beef patties, and from the crispy fries to the refreshing drinks. McDonald's takes great care in making sure every item on the menu is delicious, fresh, and consistent. The next time you grab a meal from McDonald's, you can appreciate all the hard work and care that goes into every bite.